a Saints loss on Monday Night Football. Saints are kind of a sensitive subject for this team after what happened last Sunday night.
It was a beatdown.
Yes, it was. Getting shut out was bad enough, but they added injury to insult. Tom Brady won't have Chris Godwin to throw to for the rest of the season. He's out with a torn ACL. Mike Evans is out today with a hamstring injury, and both Leonard Fournette and Lavonte David were placed on IR. They'll miss at least the rest of the regular season.
I think it's important, you got to find different ways to win with different players and different avenues for success, and it's not always the same thing that's going to win all the time.
Yeah, it was difficult last week. Every time I got on the headset, they was telling me somebody was down. That's part of football, though, right? That's part of football. That's part of the guys that we have here, the guys that are in backup roles getting ready to play.
Randy, 1 to 10 right now, your level of concern for the Tampa Bay Bucks.
I'd say about a 7. And the reason why it's a 7, you talked about Chris Godwin going out for the season. Chris Godwin means more to this team and not just in the passing game. He means a lot more to this team because everything he does for them offensively, the blocking, the reverses and everything. So I think for me, as long as they have Tom Brady, Sam, I'm going to stay at a 7. But I think in a game like this, you're talking about no Mike Evans, no Godwin today. So where's the production going to come at from the passing game? And everybody's been waiting. And I told you a couple weeks ago with this COVID card and everything, Antonio Brown, when you return back to this team, you owe this team something. But one thing you got to look at today going against the Carolina Panthers, this is in the past of AB's role. Going against the third, maybe the fourth best cornerback on each team. Right there you see Mr. Jason McCourty. He's a safety. Right there you see Mr. Bethel for the New England Patriots. He's a hell of a special teamer. But I don't know if he's the first or second best corner on that team. And here, Mr. Steve Nelson, quarterback, maybe their third or fifth for the Philadelphia Eagles. So today, going against guys like Stephon Gilmore, a guy that has respect around the National Football League. So today, I'm not really concerned about Tom Brady pushing the ball down the field, but the guys being able to catch the balls on the other side of that's my concern. And I think it starts with Antonio Brown. If he's able to do that, because he's not going to be seeing the third and fourth guys like I just showed you. He's going to be seeing the team's premier best cornerback. And if he's able to get out there and get open and make plays, the Bucs will be all right.
Yeah, and Randy, I'd just like to reemphasize what you said because I could not agree more. If you gave me a list of guys that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could afford to lose, minus Tom Brady, Chris Godwin would be very last on that list because of what he does in the run game. This guy is so underrated. When we think about receivers, what do we think about?
Blocking?
I'm talking about blocking. Right. I'm talking about knowing what to do, digging people out from the inside out, safeties. I have so much respect.
Who is the Bucs guy? Who is the Bucs now? The Godwin's out. Who is the guy that's going to dig the guys out?
I think they got to go big people. I think it's got to be somebody else. I don't see it from the wide receiver.
Right.
It's got to be tight ends or extra linemen. But just to give more credit to Chris Godwin, basically, just ovation to what you said because people don't think about the importance of wide receivers in the run game, but Chris Godwin is a real deal in that factor.
Yeah, they need a spark. They need a spark. Is it Antonio Brown? I mean, because showing the hat last week on the show didn't help. All right?
No, it didn't. We're going to do it again.
It didn't help. I mean, do I need to put this hat on to help him? I would, but my hair just ain't.
Your hair's
perfect. Too good. Don't mess it up.
Really good.
You could try to mess up that hair.
Get the part.
That's because an Eddie line by from Christmas vacation, but still. They got beat up last week. I mean, those guys are down because they got beat down, all right? And they got hurt because the Saints were just coming and knocking them around, and that's what happened. And so they need some type of spark in them to get this going because get the first piece of business out the way, Rex, and win your division.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you know what? My concern's about a 4. Why? I told you last week.
I'm with Moss on the 7. I'm with Moss on the 7.
I said Tom Brady. They should have Tom Brady, but I knew it was a bad matchup. I tried to tell everybody that it was a bad matchup. The Saints are a horrible matchup for this team. Now, Antonio Brown comes back. That's going to be big. How big? He's going to be in my DraftKings lineup. But I'm telling you, it's going to be big. But Gronk and all that. And you're right, Matt, you talked about this. It's a simple solution, really, for Tampa. Let's play 2-3 tight ends. Why? You got O.J. Howard, a former first-round pick, a giant. Supposed to be a great tight end coming out. Cameron Brate. So let's go. You got the pieces.
Oh, yeah, and Gronk.
And by the way, Gronk. So to me, let's start with that. and pound these guys in the running game, and they're great receivers.
And they have young talent, right? They've got Scotty Miller, they've got Tyler Johnson, they've got young talent that could step up. But I just think this Chris Godwin, I'm still at a 7 concern level. I don't know where you are. You're 7, you're a 4.
7? No, I'm at a 4.
Where are you at,
I
Sam?
mean, I'm reactionary, so I'm more than 9.
Okay.
But that's
And
just a me
see, I'm
problem.
right because they still have Tom Brady.
Hey, but real
They had
quick.
him last
As
week,
long as he
and they
doesn't try
didn't
to
score
scramble out
any
and run the
points.
football. You see him trying to run the
Yeah.
football in front.
I thought
Stop
Bruce
trying to
Arians
make
said
people
he was
miss.
done with
Get
that.
down, Tom. Get down.
Hey, real quick. In the NFC South division, you know that the pass rush is what's been able to get to Tom Brady in the last couple of years. Do not count the Carolina Panthers out today. Yeah, they've had an up and down year, but when this defense and this pass rush want to get after a quarterback, they're one of the tops in the league. So that's something to watch
Can't
today.
get a sack in a running play, and I look at this. Look, and my concern was only a 4. Why? They played Carolina twice in the Jets. They're going to get right. They'll win all 3 of those games. Go in there in the playoffs with some momentum, like they did last year. Start getting some of these guys back, and I'm not worried.
It will be interesting to see what the Panthers do today. Matt
Yes.
Rule did say they're going to start Cam Newton, but that Sam Darnold will also play, trying to keep up with Tom
He'll be
Brady.
seeing
You're always worried. You're always worried about something.
He's a worrier, okay? That's
A
just
worrier.
his nature. Let's get to
Not a
work,
worrier,
Adam,
a worrier.
in the Domino's pregame headquarters. Adam, what more can you tell us about Antonio Brown's return?
Well, Sam, he's got some added financial incentive to really produce for the Buccaneers in place of Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. He's got $1 million worth of incentives in his contract for the last 3 games for catches, yards, and touchdowns. Needs 21 more catches for $333,000, 382 more yards in the last 3 games for the same amount, and 2 touchdowns for $333,000 more. So there's $1 million incentives. We know Tom Brady likes to get Antonio Brown the football and his money.
Is that why he paid his personal chef finally, Shefty? Listen, how about the Saints in the NFC South? The Saints, and this is per Jeff Duncan of NOLA.com, we've confirmed, actually reached out to Drew Brees this week, their all-time quarterback, to see if he would be interested in coming back in a temporary role. The answer was he considered it, no. But they also reached out to Phillip Rivers. This just wasn't the right spot for Phillip Rivers. He didn't want a temporary role, but they did settle with Trevor Siemian out with COVID, and certainly Taysom Hill on COVID. It's Ian Book, the rookie 4th-round pick out of Notre Dame, threw 30 career touchdown passes there, Sam. He's their starting quarterback Monday night against the Dolphins. And oh, by the way, they did settle on Blake Bortles for that backup role.
Yeah, looking into all their options. I don't know where Philip was this week, but I'm pretty sure Drew and his family were in Hawaii taking that call like, no, I'm good. I think I'm good. Thanks, guys. I have more, by the way, should do stand-up comedy. I'm convinced. So should CJ Uzama, hanging out today as the elf.
The elf, the maple syrup, candy cane, candy corns. That's too tight right there.
Looks tight. Looks tight
I
for the
love
game.
it. Still to come on Countdown. Joe Burrow and the Bengals will host the Ravens today. This one changes everything. So can Cincy hang on when it counts? We have head coach Zach Taylor live.